I want to talk a little bit about who we are as an organization and who we are as a membership. And then I want to challenge you to do something. You know, brothers and sisters, we go to Washington every year for our police memorial service, and what an awesome event that is. What a great tribute that we put together through the help of a small army to make these things happen. They don't just happen. Memorials and memorial services evolve out of the respect of those who know that we want to honor those who have given far more than we ever have. And we go to Washington, D.C., and we see that memorial service, and we see that fitting tribute we do to our members. I want you to know that we started it. May 15th was signed in as Peace Officers Memorial Day, and it's not a coincidence that that day was picked. We all know our history, and here we are 100 years later. On May 14th of 1915, two officers had an idea. And a day later, they met with a mayor who legitimized them as an organization. It is not by chance that National Peace Officers Memorial Day happens to coincide with with who we are as an organization and when we started. I say that because we started Police Week. We started it with one single event to pay honor to our members and to our people in our profession who have given far more than us. And with that, an entire week has grown out of it, of a whole bunch of events that do absolutely outstanding thing in memory and also providing valuable services to our fallen and to their families. But know this, we are an organization of very generous people. We are quick to give to those things that are very dear to our heart, and we do so endlessly. But Police Week was started by the Fraternal Order of Police. That one event that we have, and unfortunately, most of our members just take it for granted that it's always been there and it always will be. And the only reason it exists is because we as an organization have made a commitment to pay for it. And it costs money to do it. We give tens of thousands of dollars to other organizations for the missions that they do during Police Week, but often we forget about our own. And I am certainly not suggesting that we should not help out those other organizations because they do an outstanding job and each one of us a part of a puzzle. But please don't forget of who started all of this. And please don't forget, the cornerstone of Police Week is our memorial service on May 15th. It cost us in a neighborhood of probably $250,000 to put that event on. Where does that money come from? Well, we've been a little bit. It comes from corporate sponsors, and we're constantly looking for those that will help offset the cost. But other than that, brothers and sisters, it comes from you, because we will not have a year where we will not honor our members. So I'm going to ask you to help us, the things that are dear to you, our memorial service, help us pay for it. And I'm going to make it easy for you. If you take some time, and some of you have already done it, and I thank you for those of you who have. If you take some time and go into the expo, go to booth 503, there's a program called GiveBack. GiveBack is a platform through the internet that allows you to make a donation to our foundation. It's seamless. They'll take it from your credit card, and it comes to us, and we get 100% of that donation. You pay a $1 processing fee, and you pay whatever the credit card charge is for that donation. And you could set it up on a monthly basis. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to encourage you to give from your heart. Let's set this up. Let's see. We have roughly 7,000 people here at this conference. Let's see if we can't get half of us to go over and visit that booth, and let's support our memorial service. But it goes further than that. Not only do we do great things with our foundation, not just a memorial service, we do a great education program. I have no doubt there are people in this room that have benefited from our disaster relief program we have. All the charitable programs we do, all of that comes from our foundation. By supporting the foundation, you will allow us to continue to do those things, and by supporting it generously will allow us to do so much more. In addition to that, think about all the great things we do in Washington as a collective voice of 325,000 members. But we have one of the smallest PAC funds there is. Our members are quick to say we need to do something, but just think if we had the money to be able to do it a little more efficiently and a little stronger. We put a part of that GiveBack that allows you to also make a donation to the PAC fund at the same time, and that money will go directly to PAC fund 100%. The only difference is the PAC fund is not tax deductible. The other difference is you have to either be a member or a direct family member of a member in order to be able to participate in that portion of it. But then we went a step further. Brothers and sisters, think about all the great things we do in our state through our own foundations. And if you don't have a foundation in your state, think about the things that we could do if we put a little effort into it to put a program together so we could get a little extra money in order to be able to do the things that truly give identity who we are as an organization. We put a third component to GiveBack that allows you to also make a donation to your local or your state foundation. And GiveBack handles all of it. We call it the 555 program. Brothers and sisters, I ask you, each and every one of you, to pledge $15 a month to support those three things. $5 to our national foundation, which funds all of the things that we all benefit from. $5 from our PAC fund that allows us to have a strong voice in Washington, D.C. And $5 that will come back to your state so your state can fund the programs that you do that are so important to you. Now, we're going to make it easy for you to do the right thing. Those of you who sign up through today will receive two things. You will receive a special pin that says FOP Foundation. The only way you will receive this pin is if you participate in this program. I ask you to please, by the end of this conference, let's see how many of these pins we can have walking around here. The second thing we will do, and we've all seen the very beautiful 100th commemorative gun, anniversary gun, that the Pennsylvania State Lodge has put together and is offering to our members. The company that owns GiveBack has graciously offered to donate one of those, or through a raffle prize, of everyone who has signed up through this program through March when we launched it to the end of this conference on Thursday. Those names will go in a hat, and one person will walk away with that 100th commemorative anniversary weapon. So I ask you to please go by, visit our foundation. Visit the booth in booth 503, sign up. If your state has not signed up to receive your portion of the benefits of this 555 program, the state presidents or the treasurers would please drop by the booth and they will assist you in establishing that. Brothers and sisters, it goes further as well. Recently, you may have read in the news of the attack on police officers. An officer from my agency, Bert Hazeltine, was directing traffic at a school crossing, helping buses turn off of a busy highway when a crazy man pulled over and shot him 3 times. Bert survived. How, I don't know. But we were able to use the same platform, get it up immediately, and generate some great revenue for Bert, so money is not an issue for him. And that's how quick this program could be used for you and your state if you just take advantage of it. So I ask you to please go by and sign up. And let me leave you with this thought. If you look at how many members we have in this organization, if we just had 6% of this membership sign up for through GiveBack and gave $5 to our foundation, it would generate $1.2 million a year for us to do great things for our foundation. If we got just 6% of our members to step forward and take part in this 555 program, we will generate $1.2 million. That's roughly, I'm going to guess, 1.12. We only generate what? How much we generate in our PAC fund a year? Less than 100,000. Less than 100,000. We can generate 1.2. Could you imagine the good work we can do? Imagine the work we can do in Washington for you if you gave us $1.2 million a year to get that done. And in addition to that, your state will get proportionate to the amount of people that participated in it will come back to your state. So please, take time to visit. We'll have someone who will give you a little bit better explanation on it tomorrow on how it works, but I encourage you, please, before the expo closes, let's see how many people we can get in there to take advantage of this.